Alright, lads and lasses, last time we pulled shards here on the main account, man, it didn't go so hot. What, after ripping like 210 ancient shards or something in pursuit of our mans? I guess I'm pulling shards one at a time. Oh god, we hit the gold! A Mortu Macabre! I can't believe it! Woof. Let's not have a repeat of that, shall we? Let's go ahead and just pull our first sacred right here, man, with good old Broggers locked in, dude. It's gonna be a Snowy Kalenia epic from our very first pull. Gonna be pulling 14 sacreds in total into this video, by the way. This is, of course, pulls for the ongoing Heroes Path event, which is very, very lovely. Depending on what you need, at least, it's very, very lovely. Heroes Path event, I'm gonna be going all the way down to get the 5-star Perfect Soul for a good old cute, just fluffy little Crocad, the Throat Ripper, man. It's gonna be great. And we shall pick up those rewards in just a second. As for Underpriest Brogni, why him? Well, frankly, my Dwarves faction looks like this. Yeah, the Dwarves are just lagging behind a little bit. Tholin's a beast, don't get me wrong. I do like Morag. Geomancer's great and all, but is he that good in Faction Wars? I'd argue not. We got a little bit of Candle Guard action going here, you know. My Dwarves faction needs some help, especially with hard mode Faction Wars. Brogni is going to be a huge, huge help there. But moreover, of course, we finished the Titus Blackplume fusion on this main account. Any kind of shield buffer champions that we can get, buffer extender champions, champions that empower shields, all going to be rather strong. Before we get to the rest of the pulls, man, if you're looking to start off a new raid account, man, make sure to get that done right now by using the beginner promo link at the top of the video description box, man. Click on that link on laptop or PC. Won't work on mobile devices. Use it on laptop or PC, man, to create a new raid account right now, man, for all of the free stuff that you see on screen right now. Free stat, a legendary champion with Basilios Varanus, which is actually one of the legendaries I did pull in that Our Man's Shard pulling event fiasco that went up on the channel a few days ago at this point. Yeah, all kinds of free epic champions too, as you level up that account, man. Best to get a promo link on. Let's pull some yellows, man. Let's do this. I've got no hope at all, by the way, of actually hitting the Brogni. Can I just say, like, my faith in any kind of content creator luck on this account is just gone. It's in the bin. It's in the sea after that Arman's shard pulling event. You know what I'm saying, man? We put ourselves a Jareg. Oh yeah, I've also locked in Grizzled Jarl as one of the epic champs, by the way, but I'm just kind of hoping I just don't pull him. Maybe I just shouldn't have locked in anything for the epic slot, that is. Anyways, man, Jarek brings a decreased attack on his A1, ally protection, increased defense on his A2, and most importantly, continuous heal buffs and allies for one turn whenever the ally loses 20% of the max HP in one hit. I believe that Sill of the Drakes, Drexthar Blood Twin, so 2 free legendaries right there, combined with a Jareg, can compose like a 3-man team for 3-manning your way through all difficulty stages of Griffin in hard mode Doom Tower. So, you know, this might actually be a champion that I build just for the sake of making that demonstration video at some point in the future, though I am trying to get better at building champions that actually advance my account a little bit. At least for the foreseeable future, because yeah, I build way too many meme champions on this main account. Oh my god, did we actually hit the gold? Who the hell is this? Oh, Astrolith. Okay. What's Astrolith all about? I can see a bomb icon. I'm already nervous. Is Astrolith a piece of crap? I feel like bomb champions are very, very hit and miss. They're very, very up and down. Ooh, god. Oh, Astrolith, man. Looks very cool. Also looks a little bit more like an epic champion, if I'm being totally honest, than legendary. What does Astrolith actually do? At least we've got like a 20x chance now and hitting on the Brogni, so that's good. Attacks one enemy, fill the 10 meter of a random ally by 15%. Fill the 10 meter of all allies by a further 15% if this attack is critical. That's a good amount of 10 meter boost on an A1. That's actually not shabby at all. Oh god, why is it attack one enemy though? 410 cooldown. 410 cooldown? Attacks one enemy on a 410 cooldown bug. Places 2 bomb debuffs that detonate after 110. Okay, this debuff cannot be resisted. That's also pretty tight. So a non-accuracy requiring champion, and the bombs detonate real fast. You don't need to use any extra skills that like advance the detonation speed of the bombs. So that's something. Oh my, what are these cooldown lengths, dude? A3 is a 5-10 cooldown bug, gains an extra 10. Okay, gains an extra 10 and decreases the cooldown of this skill by 3 turns. Oh, wait a minute. I'm reading the passive first. I was like, man, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, man. You get an extra 10 and decrease the cooldown of this skill by 3 turns. Doesn't do anything, but you get the extra 10, you know? Exchange the remaining HP levels with the target enemy, then attack with your default skill. Cannot be used on a boss. This is worded strangely. Is it basically like a health swap with an enemy, then you get an extra 10? And like you attack him with the air once, so you get some 10 meter fill for your whole team as well? Is that what that is? That's bloody useless in PvE. Not gonna lie. I'm guessing that the aura is gonna be arena, right? 20% speed aura in arena battles. I mean, I'm never gonna build this champ. Oh god, I'm not gonna lie, I'm never gonna build this champion, man. I usually try and spin it into a positive, but the arena speed aura is fine for a legendary. This seems a little bit gimmicky. The bombs are only single targets. Like, I don't know, man. Nishak, dude, Nishak. That's what a bomber champion needs to be, you know. Astrolith. What are we doing, Astrolith, man? Has anybody ever built an Astrolith? Maybe there's like an Astrolith enjoyer out there watching this video that is looking at this champ and think, oh my god, man, Kobe, you're way off, man. This champion, I'm telling you now, man. Live arena, diamond rank, bro. Yeah, like, this champ's gonna take you to the moon. I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. Brogni goes up to a 20x. That's the positive, man, of pulling the Astra. Let's keep on going. Oh, God. Bloody Astrolith, man. I tell you, the content creator look is gone. It's in the bin. It's in the sea. It's out of here, man. Delaja, not a bad champ, right? A decreased attack, 100% clip, I think, on the ear 2. Yeah, 100% land rate, decreased attack, 310 cooldowns. Always fine to have. Continuous heal buff on all allies. For 110, shield buff, for a couple tens as well on a 410. Delaja is actually very, very solid, just wave supporter champion. Not a champion that's like exciting or sexy to build out or whatever, but, you know. Sorry to talk you down, Delaja. I should have waited until you left the room, man, before making such statements, but there you go. Next up, we hit on a Kunoichi. Not a bad champion at all for me, a little bit underrated. At least it was for me in Faction Wars, where my Shadowkin just had no survivability at all, because just no wave control, no survival in Faction Wars. Finishing Faction Wars normal on Shadowkin was a huge, huge problem until I pulled this champion. Man, 310 cooldown, ally protect, huge 10 meter fill on this champion as well, so she gets around again using the skill real quick, and attack all enemies, place leech. Just a solid little supporter champ for the Shadowkin. Nothing incredible, again, nothing super sexy or whatever, but if it gets you through Faction Wars, it's good enough for me, man. Okay. Let's keep on going, man. Let's keep on going. Oh, yo. We hit on the Grizzled Jarl himself. Why am I not super stoked about this champion? Well, the other two epic champions in the progressive pool, Sepulchre and Mausoleum, I've already got max empowered on the account. I should say that if I didn't have either of those champions max empowered, I'd probably go for the Mausoleum. He feels like the best epic out of the bunch, for me at least. Sepulchre's great as well, but I feel like Mauso just edges it in most of the content. Grizzled Jarl, it's his cooldowns, bro. It's his cooldowns. He's great, man, for the increased defense buff on a 310, on a tier 2. That's nice in Faction War. As long as he's plenty fast, it's good uptime on a powerful buff. Good survivability, all of that stuff. But his decreased attack, I don't know, dude. It's like a billion skill bucks and it's a 410 cooldown. Like, it's not a reliable decreased attack that if I was like on my free-to-play, I wouldn't be building this guy thinking, oh, I can take him into Ice Golem or whatever, you know? He's one of those where it's like, can't you just give me a Hitatsu instead, you know? Or like any other champion with just a higher land rate, lower cooldown, decreased attack, debuff, you know? I mean, the land rate on Grizzled Jarls is fine. The cooldown is the problem, you know? I'll probably build him out eventually. Again, beggars can't be choosers with the likes of my Dwarves faction, so, you know, maybe I'm being a bit too stingy with who I'm upgrading there, man, for that faction. Baroth the Bloodsoaked looks more epic, more legendary than Astrolith. But is this guy a piece of crap? I believe he's a piece of crap. I think I've checked this guy out before, man. Looking up underrated epic champions that I could include in like a video or something. This guy's rated just about right, if I remember correctly. Get some 10 meter fill, some 10 reduction on a double hitter A1. Yeah, he's all like single target, which is always a huge red flag, I feel like, with epic champions. A2 attacks one enemy 2 times. Festive places a shield buff equal to some of the damage inflicted. You also get a little bit of healing on this skill as well. For your squad. This is like the best part of his kit, you know. Small shield, small heal. Second hit heals all allies by 10% of damage inflicted. Like, it's going to take some bloody good gear, man, to make this hit hard. He's an HP-based damage dealer as well. Double header A3, first a chance of placing decreased attack. And then a chance of removing any increased attack buffs, which is crazy. Also has a chance of placing decreased defense. It's like fine against bosses, but it being single target and for an epic champion and on a 410 cooldown, not super great, man. I feel like Raid has a lot of epic champions that look absolutely badass. And it is trash, and it's a real damn shame, you know. Sakura is basically Alika's sister, except Alika's actually good and Sakura isn't. So let's keep on pulling. Not even gonna give her the justice of a review. Oh my god. Oh, what? Okay, what was that noise I just made? We actually hit Amok the First. Dude, okay, this is a champion that was on the progressive pool, but I didn't have him keyed in. Alright, dude, alright. Okay, this is actually quite a solid little champion, man. Solid little Lego. Love the design on him as well, man. Very, very kind of like Warhammer Lizardmen-esque. Like all the Aztec paraphernalia and stuff, looking very, very cool. A1 has a chance to remove a random buff from the target, not remove, actually steal a random buff from the target. Also has a good chance high land rate leech debuff on that A1. The A2's a single target hitter, but it's a very, very unique skill, which is the difference here, right? 3-turn cooldown, attacks one enemy, 100% chance of placing decreased resistance, which is crazy. Just uncommon debuff overall, I feel. Pain Link debuff, which is even more uncommon to have on any skill, and the decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. These debuffs are protected when placed on bosses. Heals all allies by 5% of the champion's max HP for each debuff placed, meaning about a 15% max HP heal across your entire team, which is worth quite a bit, because the passive on Amok actually increases his max HP 10% whenever this champion heals themselves using a skill, stacking up to 50. This guy becomes a mega health raid boss in terms of how much max HP he can build. 50% increased max HP, bro. Like, what the hell even is that, man? His skills do deal damage based on attack. Unfortunately, if he was like an HP based damage dealer, oh my god, dude, I'd actually just build him with like high crit rate and stuff at that point. Anyways, his A3. 4-turn cooldown, place block debuffs, buff on all allies for 2 turns, heals all allies again, heals each ally by an additional 3% for each debuff on them, and remove any debuffs from allies negatively affecting stats. He's Amius, man. He removes debuffs from your team, but replaces them with their buff equivalent. Which is very, very saucy, man. Very, very unique champion, honestly. And again, it's kind of funny because he's in the progressive chance, but he's not the champion that I locked in. Which is nuts. Amen. Conching Greater Luck is back. Let's do this. I've still got like what, 4 or 5 sacreds to pull here. Okay, man. Alright. Not what I was expecting. We now want a 25x for Broggers, man, as we pull ourselves into a Husker roll. This is a great little epic champion right here. He should have good reviews. Yeah, I mean, he's a Faction Wars king. This guy, chance to play stun on his A1, attack all enemies, 75% land rate stun on this A2. Very, very nice. For like a non-void epic, like this is comparable to Gom's stun, Gom Skinwalker Void epic that brings a 75% land stun and 10 meter decrease as well. So it's basically Gom's stun skill, but he's not a void epic, right? Just a spirit affinity epic champion. Very, very nice to have. Also brings stun removal on his A3, increased defense buffs and increased resistance buffs on his A3, so just some extra utility there. But it's really about his high land rate stun and his passive. Husker himself is immune to stuns, and it increases the damage inflicted by all allies by 15% when attacking stunned enemies. So, yeah, like, as far as epic, like, economy level wave controllers go, Husker is probably one of the best in the game, to be fair, as far as, like, epic champions go, you know? Wave controllers and all that. Okay. Let's keep on going, man. Dude, if we hit gold again, I won't be able to look, dude. I won't be able to look. It's a 25x now on Brogny. Very, very lucky legendary pull rate here. To even hit 1 legendary in this event for my account is extraordinarily lucky. So, this is already insane. We put ourselves a Visionary, AoE decreased crit rate and decreased crit damage debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. You know, again, curious and rather unique debuff pairing to bring here on the C2. She then places increased crit damage buff on all allies for 2 turns, and also brings some 10 meter fill for your entire squad. Also, just a solid and somewhat underrated little support champ. Curious that you bring her into dungeons though with the speed aura. Maybe a speed lead into Ice Golem? Just negating the chance for getting crits like a progression Ice Golem team. Maybe it's something you could use Visionary for. I think that part of the issue is that she doesn't really fit like a glove into any area of the game specifically where you're desperate to reduce crit rate and you're also looking to massively boost the damage and the speed of your team. Ice Golem, she's a fine enough fit there, but you know, she's a little epic champion, man. Never built one before. Maybe she's better than I thought, man. Who the hell knows? Next we pull Wuzgar. Wuzgar's got lots of multi-hitters, right? Okay, yeah, the quad hitter on the A1. Fire Knight progression champion, good old Wuzgar is, brings a little bit of healing and counter-attack buff, but only on himself, on his A2, on A310. Brings reflect damage and shield buffs, though, equal to 20% of the max HP on all allies for 2 turns, also on a 310 cooldown as well. Fine little progression champion into Fire Knight. I think if you're progressing through Fire Knight normal, you don't really want to be relying on the likes of reflect damage and counterattacks. At least for me, at least. I feel like it's much, much better to just kind of hold out for multi-hitters, 10-meter reducers, decreased speed champions, and they're going to be useful into many, many other areas of the game. Tend to be much more economical to build out than like a reflect damage champion. That's only going to get you value, really, into Fire Knight, you know? Wuzgar, I don't know, man. He's got 4.9 in Fire Knight's castle. That's quite surprising to me, to be honest. I put him like a 4.7, and everywhere else I wouldn't give him much there either. So, I don't know, man. I feel like I crap on this guy a little bit more, I guess, than most average folks would. But there you go. Okay. Let's keep on cracking. Then we're going to check how many points that I've got here. We hit another epish. It is a Lodric. Lodric is a champion that you want to love, right? Brings that 210 cooldown AoE shield. Very, very nice to bring into the likes of Scarab King. But then you realize that Metal Shaper exists. And Metal Shaper is basically a rare champion that is a Lodric Vulcan Heart for all intents and purposes when it comes into Scarab progression. He also takes less bucks, only rare skill bucks. You know, what are we doing with Lodric Vulcan Heart, man? I don't think I'll ever actually build that champion. Okay, man. The Orc Path, the Orc Path, the Orc Path. Just so I make it easy for my morning brain to calculate how many more points that we need here, let's just pull on down the right side of the path towards the soul, grabbing the chicken, grabbing the, oh god, epic Chaos Soul. Lovely. Thanks Raid, you know. Grab the Chaos Dust. I'm gonna go ahead and pull, I guess it's the last sacred of the video, man. It's the last sacred. Look at Raid now popping up. Hey, man. Hey, you know, you're very, very close to Brogni, man. I swear you can smell it, right? You can smell it? Yeah, I know you can. Here's some sacred shards, man. Anybody want to buy a shard, you know? Okay, we're on a 25x in Brogni. I've only got 8 sacreds left in the entire account. I plan on doing next month's fusion. Let's take it easy, man. I'm going to go ahead and pull one mo. And we hit on... Ooh. Sweet Lordy Lou. Okay, we are on the Juliana. Solid little boss killer champion in our own right. That's it. Been power crept a little bit over the years. Don't want to sleep on it too hard though. If I pulled this champion on the likes of my free-to-play account, and I didn't have like a Supreme Gallic as my one of my starter legendaries, which that promo code's not active anymore, sadly for beginners, the Supreme Gallic promo code. She just bring the HP burn, she just bring poison, you know, she's actually pretty good like Demon Lord Clan boss killer. Not too shabby into Dragon as well. Yeah, 4.6 I think is about right. Solid little champ. And there you have it, lads. That's extraordinary, man. The fact that this guy was on the progressive, but we didn't even have him locked in, and we still hit on the Amok, dude. Whoa, man. That's really, really cool. Content creator look is back in the building. Hey, man, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit like. And, of course, if you're ever looking to start off a new raid account, man, get that done right now by clicking on the beginner promo link that you can find down below this video at the top of the video description box, man. Hit that link, use it to create your new raid account for all the free stuff you see on screen right now. Good luck with your shard pulls if you do decide to pull during this event. Be careful with your shards if you're not pulling for this event. And, yeah, thanks for stopping by, and I'm going to catch all of you guys just a tad bit later, man.